1.
How old is she?
She's 12.
Has she got dark hair?
No, she hasn't. She's got fair hair.
2.
Are they tall?
No, they aren't.
Have they got red hair?
Yes, they have. They've both got red hair.
3.
He's tall and he's got brown hair.
Is he young?
He's about 20?
4.
He's quite old. About 50. He's got grey hair.
Is he tall?
Yes, he is. He's very tall.
5.
She isn't very tall, and she's got dark hair.
Is she young?
She's 18.
6.
Have they got dark hair?
She's got dark hair, but he's got fair hair.
One.
How old is Andy?
Andy is 17.
Has he got any brothers or sisters?
He hasn't got any brothers, but he's got 2 sisters.
2.
Has Katie got any brothers or sisters?
She's got a sister, but she hasn't got a brother.
Is she Canadian?
No, she isn't. Katie's Australian.
3.
Is Paul British?
Yes, he is.
How old is he?
He's 15.
4.
Has Sally got a brother or sister?
Sally's got a brother, but she hasn't got a sister.
Is she American?
No, she isn't. She's Canadian.
How old are you? Are you tall? Have you got fair hair? Have you got blue eyes?
Hi, Kim. Where are you?
I'm in the park.
What are you doing there?
I'm with my family. We're having a picnic.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, I'm sitting on the grass and listening to music.
What are your brothers doing?
They're playing football, of course.
Is your dad playing football too?
No, he's working on his laptop.
And your mum?
My mum's eating pineapple at the moment.
And are you eating pineapple?
No, I'm not eating at the moment, but I'm drinking lemonade. It's delicious.
Do you study maths? Do you like fish? Do you play basketball? Does your mum study English? Does your mum like fish? Does your dad play basketball?
I usually play football on Mondays, but today I'm playing tennis.
1.
He normally watches TV, but he's watching a DVD now.
2,
At the moment, she's reading a book, but she usually reads the newspaper.
3,
They normally study English on Fridays, but now they're studying Spanish.
4,
My dad's listening to rock music at the moment, but he usually listens to classical music.
5,
We have lunch at school every day, but today we're having it at home.
I'm tired. I'm bored. I'm hungry. One,
Let's take a photo.
2,
Let's not play football.
3,
Let's open the window.
4,
Kick the ball.
5,
Don't take a photo.
6,
Close the window.
Hi, Mary. It's Katie.
Hi, Katie. Where are you?
I'm at home.
But it's Tuesday. You normally do a dance class on Tuesdays.
Yes, I know, Mary. But I'm making dinner for my little sister.
But your mum normally makes dinner.
Yes, but today she's seeing my grandparents.
And what's your dad doing, Katie?
He's working. He always works on Tuesday evenings.
Bad luck, Katie.
I know. I'm really bored. How are you, Mary?
Well, I'm bored too. I usually play tennis on Tuesdays, but it's raining today, so I'm watching TV.
He likes playing tennis. 1, She doesn't like doing maths. 2, They like eating chips. 3, There's a computer. 4, There aren't any apples. 5, There are some cats.
I'd like a burger.
OK. And would you like chips?
No, thanks, but I'd like some lemonade.
Sorry, there isn't any lemonade. Would you like some juice?
Yes, please.
1,
Would you like ice cream?
No thanks. Is there some chocolate cake?
Yes, there is.
I'd like that, please.
Would you like coffee or tea?
I'd like coffee, please.
2,
Would you like a sandwich?
Yes, please.
Would you like a cheese sandwich or a chicken sandwich?
Cheese, please.
OK. And a drink?
I'd like some juice, please.
Sorry, there isn't any juice.
I'd like water then.
OK.
3,
Would you like some fish?
No, thanks. Have you got any chicken?
Yes, we have.
I'd like some chicken, please.
And would you like some potatoes with it?
No, thanks. I'd like rice.
You can't use your phone.
1.
You can swim here.
2.
You can't take photos.
3.
You can ride a bike.
4.
You can watch TV.
5.
You can't play football.
Can you swim? Can you speak English? Can you play tennis? Can you sing well? Can you drive a car? Can you play the guitar?
Have you got a computer, Simon?
Yes, I have. I've got a laptop.
A laptop? That's cool. Has Ben got a laptop too?
No, he hasn't. He's got a phone, but he hasn't got a computer. Jane's got a new laptop and a phone.
Oh, that's nice. Has Jane's sister got a phone and a laptop too?
Lucy? No, she hasn't. Lucy's got a phone, but she hasn't got a laptop.
And what about Toby? Has he got a phone or a laptop?
No, he hasn't. But he's got a new MP3 player. It's a really good one.
So you've got a new English pen friend. Tell me about her.
Well, her name is Linda.
Linda?
Yes. Linda.
And she's a girl?
Of course she is. She's a girl and she's 13 years old, like me.
Have you got a photo of her?
No, I haven't. Not here. I've got one at home. Linda's small and she's got brown hair and green eyes.
Where is she from in England? Is she from London?
Yes, she is. She's from London.
Has she got any brothers and sisters?
Yes, she has. She's got 2 little sisters.
Hi, Vicky.
Oh, hi, Alex. What did you do yesterday?
I went out on my bike with Ben. He loves cycling. It's his favourite hobby.
What about your other friends? What do they like doing?
All kinds of things. For example, Peter enjoys cooking.
I don't. I hate it. What about John?
Well, he plays his guitar a lot. He'd like to be a pop star.
And Jack? What does he enjoy?
He loves sport and being outside. He wants to climb a mountain one day. His brother, Tom, is different. He doesn't like playing sports. He likes reading.
Me too. Oh, and what about Jim?
He's good at drawing, and that's his hobby.
Oh, that's nice.
Do you know Sarah?
No, I don't. Has she got fair hair?
No, she hasn't. She's got brown hair.
Is it long?
Yes, it is.
Oh, yes, I know her.
1.
Her brother Tom's got brown hair too.
Is it curly?
No, it isn't.
Is he tall?
Yes, he is.
OK, I can see him.
2. Does Tom play basketball?
No, he doesn't. And he doesn't like playing football.
Oh, does he like any sports?
Yes, one. He loves playing baseball.
3. This DVD is boring. Let's go out.
OK, Lucy. Do you want to go to the park?
No, that's boring too. Let's go to the sports centre.
OK, good idea.
4.
Be careful with that bag, please, Emma. Don't drop it.
Why, Mum? Has it got eggs in it?
No, it hasn't.
Oh, well, is there a bottle in it?
No, your birthday present is in it.
Oh, OK.
5. Do you want a birthday party, Emma?
No, I don't. I'd like to do something different.
Would you like to invite 1 or 2 friends to tea?
Thanks, but no, not really. I want to go to the zoo.
OK, let's do that.
Thanks, Mum.
Look, Sam. There's your mum. What's she doing?
Oh, yes. She's walking home. She's waving to us.
And there's Mrs. Blake. She's carrying a lot of books.
Yes. Mrs. Blake always has a lot of books.
Look over there. Is that Tina?
Yes, that's Tina. She cleans the classrooms every afternoon.
Oh, yes. I know her. She's got an MP3 player. Look, she's listening to music.
Oh, there's my brother.
Ricky.
Yes. He's running to the bus stop. Go on, Ricky. You can do it.
I can see David. He's over there. Look, he's wearing his red jumper.
Oh, yes. Come on, let's go and talk to him.
Hello, Jack. Did you have a nice time last week?
Yes, thanks, Auntie Sue. I did. Saturday was great.
Oh, why? What did you do?
We went to the sea. I played on the beach and went swimming. It was hot and sunny all day.
That's nice. And did you go to the park?
Yes, we did. I went there on Thursday with my friend John.
Did you play football?
Well, we didn't play, but we watched a match.
What did you do on Monday?
The weather was terrible that day. I stayed at home.
Did you watch TV all day?
No, I didn't. I played computer games and I did some puzzles. I enjoyed it.
Good. Did you go to town last week?
Yes, I did. I went on Wednesday with Mum. I got some new shoes.
Did you drive there?
No, we didn't. We went by bus.
What about Tuesday? That was a nice day. Did you go out?
Oh, yes. I went with a friend to visit his grandparents.
Where do they live?
They live in a village. It's a long way, but we went by car.
Did you enjoy it?
Yes, thanks, I did.
So you had a good week?
Yes, I did. Oh, but Friday wasn't very nice.
Oh dear. Why was that?
I had some homework. I did it then.
Was it difficult?
No, it wasn't. It was okay, really.
Hello, Polly. Did you have a nice weekend?
Oh, yes, thanks, Mrs. Roberts. We had a picnic on Saturday.
Oh, what a good idea. Was it in the park?
No, we wanted to have it in the garden, but we didn't.
Why not?
It rained. We had it in the living room.
1.
That was a funny place for a picnic. Did you have lots of sandwiches?
Yes, we did. And we had some apples too.
Oh, and what about cakes?
No, we didn't have any. But we had some crisps.
That's nice.
2.
Do you have a picnic every Saturday, Polly?
Oh, no, I don't. I see my friends.
Do you go shopping with them?
Yes, I do. We all like doing that.
Do you go to the cinema too?
No, we don't. I do that with my family.
3.
I like your t-shirt. Is it new?
Thank you. Yes, it is. I wanted a blue one, but there weren't any.
What colours did they have?
Well, they had this pink colour.
Yes, and...
green. I didn't like that.
4.
What's your brother doing today? Is he playing football?
No, he doesn't do that on Mondays. He's studying.
Oh, is he using the computer?
No, he's reading a book in the library.
5.
What about your parents? What are they doing right now?
They're visiting my grandmother. She isn't very well.
Oh dear. Is she in hospital?
No, she isn't. She's at home.
Is she in bed?
No, she isn't. She's okay.
I like the elephants, Mum. Haha, they want my sandwich.
You mustn't give food to the elephants, Jack.
Well, what about the giraffes?
No, Jack. They eat leaves.
Look, there are some ducks. Can I give them some bread?
Yes, you can.
1.
Elephants are very big. Can they run?
Yes, Jack, they can. And they can swim.
Wow! Can they jump too?
No, they can't. They can't do that.
2.
I want to see the dolphins. Look, the show starts at 3. Do we have to buy tickets?
No, we don't. Don't worry.
Shall we stand there and wait?
No, it's only 2:15. We can go and see the lions.
OK, cool. Let's go.
3.
Mum, can I have some orange juice, please?
Yes, sure. And would you like a cake?
No, thanks. I'd like a biscuit, I think. No, wait.
Yes? What do you want, Jack?
A chocolate bar, please, Mum.
OK, that's fine.
4.
Ooh! Can I have a book, please?
OK, that's a good idea. Would you like a book about elephants?
No, I don't think so. Is there a book about crocodiles?
Yes, there is. Do you want it?
Oh no. I'd like this one, please. It's about snakes.
Oh dear. OK, Jack.
Hello, Nathan. Thanks for filling in the first part of the application form. Now, I'd like to ask you some questions about your goals, likes and dislikes.
OK.
First of all, what kind of fitness programme would you like to join here? I mean, how long are you thinking of?
Well, for now, I'd like to enrol for 3 months.
OK, that's fine. You can extend your application after 3 months if you want to.
OK.
Tell me about your goals, Nathan. Why do you want to join a fitness programme here?
Well, I really want to lose weight. I know it's important. I hear all this information on the news about fitness and health, and it makes me worried because I'm not fit at all. Also, I'd like to get strong. Can a fitness programme make me strong?
Of course. You can do part of your programme on the machines, and that will make you strong.
That sounds good.
Now, let's talk about the fitness activities that you like doing at the moment.
Well, I like walking and cycling.
Walking and cycling, they're both good forms of exercise. Why do you like doing those things?
I love being outside. I hate being inside the house and at school all day.
Yes, it's always good to be outside and get some fresh air. Next question. Which sports activities don't you like doing?
I don't like skiing or swimming.
Really? Why don't you like skiing or swimming? Lots of people love doing those things.
Because I hate getting cold.
I see. Well, I think we can put a good fitness programme together for you, Nathan.
Good morning and welcome to the Marlon Museum. This morning, I'd like to show you a few of the items in our new exhibition. Some of these objects might surprise you. First, look at this hat. What do you think it's made of?
It looks like leather or cotton.
Yes, it looks perfect, doesn't it? But it's actually made of wood.
Really? Wow, that's amazing.
Next, we have these shoes.
They're very beautiful. They look like something from a fairy tale.
Yes, they're made of glass.
That doesn't sound very comfortable.
No, but they're very beautiful. Look, even the laces are made of glass.
Now, look at this armchair. What do you think it's made of?
It looks like plastic, or maybe rubber.
Go a bit closer. Don't touch it, but smell it. What can you smell?
It smells like strawberry.
No, raspberry.
It smells of strawberry because it's made of strawberry jelly.
A chair made of jelly. That's weird. I like eating jelly, but I don't want to sit on it.
Now, follow me into this small room. Look at this microwave oven.
It looks like glass, like the shoes.
But it feels cold in here. Is the microwave oven made of ice?
It is. Well done.
An oven made of ice. That's brilliant. Ovens are for making things hot, not cold.
Now, in this room, we have some more surprising objects. Can you see that boxing glove?
Is it made of leather?
It looks like a normal leather boxing glove, but it's actually made of very thin paper and it's completely empty inside.
You couldn't do any boxing with that then?
No, definitely not. It looks strong and heavy, but it's actually very light and fragile. And finally, these handkerchiefs. What are they made of?
Are they made of paper?
No.
Cotton? Silk?
No. They're made of metal.
Ugh. I wouldn't like to have metal handkerchiefs. That makes me feel horrible.
I know what you mean, but they are rather beautiful, aren't they?
Look at this photo of my friends.
Ah, this is when you went to the wood together, isn't it?
Yes. Look at Vicky. She's climbing a tree. She spent hours up in that tree. She didn't want to come down. I think she was looking at the view or something. And there's Alex. He's collecting wood.
Why did he want all that wood?
He wanted to make a fire, but then it started to rain, so he couldn't.
Oh, right. The sun was shining when you took this photo.
I know, but then the weather suddenly changed and it rained.
Where's your friend Sarah?
There's Sarah, with the camera. I think she took about 150 pictures that day. She's doing a photography project at school.
How many pictures did you take?
Oh, just this one.
Who's that, listening to music?
That's Jason. He always listens to music. He took his headphones off when we had lunch, though.
And who's that?
That's Millie. She's painting. She's really good at art.
Ben doesn't look very happy, poor thing.
I know. He was feeling a bit miserable because he couldn't really do anything.
What happened?
He fell and hurt his arm a month ago when he was walking in the hills on holiday.
Oh, what a shame. I expect it'll be better soon. What's Jimmy doing?
Jimmy? He's making a statue from clay.
He's concentrating hard.
Yes, he was making a kind of bird. It was amazing. He's very good at that sort of thing.
Where do you live, Mary?
I live in the centre of town. It's a very old house, but my mum and dad have painted it white recently, so it looks much better. But the front door and window frames are an unattractive brown. They're going to do those next.
So they've done half the job.
That's right.
1. Which is Mary's street?
Is it a nice street?
It's just a normal town street. I've never lived anywhere else, so I can't really compare it to anything. But it's nothing special. They've planted some trees in it recently. They're just starting to grow, so they'll look better when they grow a bit more, I imagine.
2. Which picture is William Carter?
Who are your neighbours?
Mr. and Mrs. Carter live on one side. William Carter's been in hospital a lot recently, but he's home again at the moment. He's not very strong, so he has to use a wheelchair. The doctors have said to him, "Don't walk for 3 weeks," and he's not very happy about that. But he's going to start walking with a stick soon.
3. Which picture is Mrs. Bassett?
And there's the Bassetts on the other side of us. They're very nice. Mrs. Bassett's going to have a baby soon, so we're all quite excited about that.
That's nice.
Do you want to see a photo of my cousin's graduation?
Yeah, show me.
Here you are.
So that's your cousin?
Yes, she's called Susie.
She looks very formal and very happy.
Yes, she's just got her degree. She studied engineering.
Cool. Who are those 2 men?
They're Andy and David. Andy's just graduated like Susie. He studied engineering too.
Oh, right.
David's a year younger than Susie. He'll graduate next year. He's studying geography.
Why is he wearing sunglasses? The sun isn't shining.
No, he's got a problem with his eyes. He's going to have an operation on them next week. The doctors say he'll be fine after that, and he won't need the sunglasses anymore.
Oh, that's good.
Look, that's Jane. She's my aunt. She and her husband Jim have just had a baby. So that's my little cousin Billy.
Is he cute?
I guess so. He doesn't do much. He just cries and sleeps.
Well, that's normal for a baby. He'll get more interesting.
Yeah. Look, that's my Uncle Oscar. Look at his beard.
Wow. He's an actor, isn't he?
Yeah, that's right. He appears in films. He does some theatre work too. Oscar Chivers, he's called. He doesn't usually have a beard like that, but he's playing the part of a wizard at the moment, so he's grown it really long.
It suits him, actually. I rather like it.
Look, everyone's at the park already.
Oh, yes. I can see Lucy, can you?
Yes, she's got her guitar.
She can play it very well.
I know. She's very musical.
And there's Richard on his rollerblades. He can go very fast.
Whoa, I think Angie might fall.
No, I don't think so. She can ride her bike very well.
Can you see what Martin is doing?
I think he's juggling. Yes, he's juggling with 5 balls.
I can juggle with 3 balls.
Can you? I can't juggle at all.
Look at Sam. He's upside down.
I know. He can do all sorts of gymnastics. I can't.
I could do a handstand when I was young. I don't know if I can or not now. I might try later to see if I can.
Dora's got that new toy with her. Can you see it? She had it for her birthday. It's really cool.
It might crash into someone. That wouldn't be so cool.
No, it's okay. You can control those things quite easily. She'll be fine.
Come on, let's go and join everyone. Look what Billy's got. I might ask him for some sandwiches. I'm hungry.
But he might say no.
I'll say, could we have a sandwich, please, Billy? I'm sure he'll say yes.
Come on then, let's try.
Can everyone listen, please? So, on Thursday morning, we're going off for our mountain hike. I'm just going to go through some information with you. First of all, the meeting time. You should arrive at school at 8:45 on Thursday morning. The coach will leave the school at 9 o'clock. We mustn't leave later than 9 o'clock, so you must get to school at 8:45, okay? Not 9 o'clock. Now, we're not going high up in the mountains, so we don't have to take any specialist equipment with us. But you must wear and bring the right things with you, so listen carefully, please.
Excuse me? Should we write notes?
Yes, that's a good idea. First, your clothes. You should wear light, comfortable clothes, things you can move around easily in. You shouldn't wear tight things because you won't be comfortable when you're walking or climbing over rocks.
What about shoes? Do we have to wear special walking boots?
Walking boots are ideal, it's true, but you don't have to have them. You can wear trainers, but they must be strong. Now, you also need to bring a good-sized backpack with you, with these things in it.
Excuse me, is this backpack big enough?
No, you should have something a bit bigger than that, because you need to bring quite a few things. You have to carry your lunch, your drink, a jumper, and a waterproof jacket.
Why do we have to take a jumper? It's summer.
Well, you never know. It can suddenly get cold in the mountains, so you should be prepared for that. Finally, food and drink. Please bring sandwiches and fruit for lunch. You should also bring some chocolate. Fruit and nut chocolate is great for energy levels. And don't forget to bring plenty of water. You don't have to bring any special energy drinks. Water is all you need. That's all. Any questions?
Yes. Do we have to?
Could everyone listen, please? Tomorrow it's our trip to Bayham Castle, and I'd like to go through some information with you. Our coach leaves the school at 9, so we should get to the castle at about 10:30. In the morning, you can go round the castle on your own and explore everywhere. It's quite safe, and there are lots of interesting things for you to find. You can also explore the castle park on your own. Some of the paths in the park are quite confusing, and you can get a bit lost, so you should get a map from reception before you go into the park, okay?
Should we tell a teacher if we go into the park?
No, you don't have to do that. So, you can explore the castle and the park on your own. However, there's one thing that I must make really clear to you. You mustn't go into Bayham Forest on your own. We might all go there in a group for a short walk in the afternoon, but you mustn't go into the forest on your own. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Sir, do we have to wear school uniform on the trip?
Yes, of course. It's not a day's holiday. You're going to represent the school, so you have to wear your uniform. And you must behave properly too, in the way that you do at school.
Do we even have to wear school shoes?
Yes, you do.
Shall I bring my camera?
Yes, if you want. Nobody has to bring a camera, but you can if you want to. You must look after it, of course. It's your responsibility. Now, there's one thing you all must bring, and that's a pen, okay? You're going to complete a quiz about the castle as you go round it, so you will need a pen.
Can we bring a game?
There are a lot of things by the front door of your house, Alex. Who do they all belong to?
This is my sister's. She has to wear it every day because she rides her bike to school.
You don't have to wear a cycle helmet in this country, do you? By law, I mean.
No, not by law, but my parents say she has to.
Good idea. It makes sense. I like this painting.
You mustn't touch it.
Oh, sorry.
That's my grandpa's. He could paint very well when he was younger. He doesn't do much now because he can't see very well. He's sold a lot of his paintings, but he wants to keep this one. It's very special.
I like it. So is this your grandpa's box of paints?
No, they're mine actually. I tried painting, but I wasn't very good, so I stopped. I might try again sometime.
Yes, you should. You might be as good as your grandpa one day.
I don't think so.
Is that a pair of skis?
Yeah, they're my mum's.
So your mum can ski?
Yes, she's pretty good. She goes skiing with a group of friends every year.
What about your dad? Can he ski?
No, he's not really a fresh air and exercise kind of person. He should get more exercise, really. We all keep telling him to. Look, these are his multivitamins.
Oh, right. I heard on TV that people shouldn't take multivitamins. It's better to get all your vitamins from the food you eat.
That might be true, but I'm happy that Dad takes them. He might get ill without them.
Maybe. What's this?
Ah, my little brother was looking for that yesterday.
But what is it?
It's a school project. They're growing bean seeds.
Oh, right.
It should be somewhere light, really.
Shall I put it somewhere else? It's a bit dark here.
Yes, put it in the kitchen near the window. It might grow, you never know.
OK. Shall I water it too?
No, don't worry. My brother can do that later.
Why aren't you cycling to school today?
Someone stole my bike yesterday.
1.
Look at those clouds. It's going to rain.
It's lucky we've got our umbrellas.
2.
Oh no, we're late. The train's just left.
3.
It's hot in here. I'll open the window.
4.
He normally swims on Thursdays, but today he's playing tennis.
5.
Have you ever visited the Eiffel Tower? Yes, once. A long time ago.
Hello. What's your name?
Jenny Champion.
Where are you from, Jenny?
Well, I was born in Australia and lived there for 10 years, but I've lived in England for 8 years now.
What are you doing at the moment?
Well, I've just finished school and next year I'm going to university. But at the moment I'm working in a shop so I can earn some money.
What are you going to study at university?
Computer science. I did physics, maths and chemistry at school, but I really love computing. I hope I'll get a job as a computer programmer when I'm older.
What about your job in the shop? What do you do?
It's a technology shop, so I tell people about computers, TVs and cameras. It's very interesting.
Have you done any other jobs?
Yes, I've worked in a fast food restaurant, and I've also worked at a children's camp.
So, Jenny, why would you like this job?
Hi, Ryan. How are you?
Tired. I'm having a really busy day. Today's the day I'm helping the leaders.
So, what have you done so far?
First of all, I got up really early. By the time everyone else got up, I'd cooked 20 eggs for their breakfast.
Did you have to do the washing up too?
Yes, I did that after I'd made sandwiches for lunch.
Did you have any other jobs in the morning?
First, I tidied the tents. Then I took all the rubbish to the big bins.
That's a lot of work. Have you done anything else today?
Oh, yes. We've just been swimming in the lake. That was brilliant. And we're going to play football in a minute.
Have you had dinner yet?
No, not yet. But we ate some cake about an hour ago, so I'm not hungry.
Do you have to help make dinner?
Yes. I'm going to fry some chicken later when the football match finishes. And in fact, the leaders have already prepared the salad, so there's not much to do. Anyway, I have to go now. Tom has just waved at me. The football match is starting.
Okay. Enjoy the match.
Bye. So, Grandpa, were things very different when you were young?
Well, my parents didn't have a car, so we had to walk to school every day. But that was okay, because I could talk to my friends. And we didn't have to go home straight after school. We could play football in the street or go to our friends' houses. We didn't have to ask our parents for permission.
Did you have much money?
No, we didn't. We could buy sweets sometimes, but we couldn't buy music or clothes. In fact, I had to wear my brother's clothes when he'd finished with them.
What about school? Was that different?
We got a lot of homework, but we couldn't look things up on the internet. It didn't exist. We had to go to the library and find the answers in books. It took a long time. In those days, boys didn't have to do cookery. We had to learn woodwork. so I could make a box, but I couldn't cook an egg.
Mum, Rob has just called. He wants to go to the cinema tonight. Can I go?
Have you done your homework yet?
No, not yet.
Well, you must finish your homework first.
Okay.
And can you tidy your room too?
Do I have to? I haven't got a lot of time.
Do your homework first. Then, if you've got time, tidy your room. If not, you can do it tomorrow.
Okay. And can I stay in town with Rob after we've seen the film?
What time does it finish?
About 8 o'clock.
No, that's too late. You have to come home straight away.
Okay. Could you collect me from the cinema and bring me home?
At 8 o'clock? I've got a meeting at school. I can't miss it. It's very important.
What about Dad?
He can probably collect you. Phone him at work and ask him.
Okay, I'll do it later.
No, you must do it now, or you'll forget.
Okay. Could you pass me the phone?
Conversation 1.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
I've just broken my mobile phone.
Conversation 2.
I've never been ice skating. Have you?
I went a lot when I was a kid. Why?
Libby and Paul have just asked me to go ice skating with them.
Conversation 3.
Have you heard about Elizabeth?
No, what?
She's passed her swimming test.
Oh, that's good news.
Conversation 4.
Hey!
What's up?
Someone's just eaten my sandwich.
Oh, sorry. That was me.
Have you ever been to hospital in a different country?
Yes, I have. It happened 2 years ago. I was on holiday in Germany. I had gone there with my school for a week. I was skiing down a hill with my friends when I crashed and broke my arm. It hurt a lot. My teachers took me to hospital. The doctors asked me lots of questions and looked at my arm. Then they x-rayed it and put it in plaster. Afterwards, I was in a lot of pain, but I was happy that I hadn't broken my other arm, and I was pleased that I'd understood the doctors when they spoke to me. My arm's been fine since then, and I still want to go skiing again. In fact, I'm making plans for another skiing holiday next year.
Why does Ronnie look different now? I can't work it out.
It's the beard. He didn't used to have a beard.
Oh, yes, that's it. I like it. It suits him. And did he used to have long hair? Has he changed that too?
No, he's never had long hair. It's always been short.
Oh, right.
1. How's the man feeling?
Are you okay?
I don't know. I'm just not used to speaking in front of lots of people. I haven't done it for ages.
You'll be fine. You'll enjoy it.
2. What's the woman describing?
It weighs about 1 kilo. It's got diamonds and other precious stones on it. It belongs to a king or queen.
3. What did Amy see when she arrived home?
And then, when I got home, I had a surprise.
What?
My friends had left a bunch of flowers for me on the doorstep.
Oh, that was kind of them, Amy.
I know. They'd heard about my leg and they'd brought me some flowers while I was still at the hospital. And when we went into the house, the phone was ringing and it was two of my friends. They'd phoned to see how I was, so then I told them.
4. Where is the plane at the moment?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. I hope you're having a pleasant flight. At the moment, we're flying at a height of 9,500 meters. We've just flown over Haarlem, and we will soon be flying over Amsterdam. The air temperature outside...
5. Where's Tim now?
Hi, Tim. Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I've been playing table tennis with Andy.
Oh, where?
We were playing in the games room, but then we moved the table out into the garden. Whew, I've just come to get some water.
Are you going to stay here and have some lunch now?
No, as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go out and play again.
6. Which suitcases are Max's?
Max, are you ready?
No, not yet. I'm still choosing which books to take.
Well, we're leaving in 25 minutes.
I've packed one suitcase.
That's good.
But I haven't closed it yet. It's very full.
Oh, Max.
It's okay. I'll be ready. Don't worry.
Hello, my name's Theo Martin, and I'm going to talk to you today about 3 of my paintings that are here at the Skylight Gallery. They're here for 6 weeks, then they'll be going to a permanent collection in a gallery in Tokyo, Japan. I don't usually speak in public, but the owners of the Skylight Gallery have asked me 2 or 3 times to give a short presentation, so here I am today. And it will be a short presentation, I promise you. I have no intention of talking to you for hours and hours about my paintings. I'll start with this painting, Forest Green 1. I painted it about 2 years ago from memory. When I was a boy, I used to love a place called Dean Forest. I hadn't thought about Dean Forest for years. Then, one day, a few years ago, I was walking in a wood in Canada, and vivid memories of Dean Forest suddenly came back to me. As soon as I get back to my studio, I'm going to paint Dean Forest, I thought. And that's exactly what I did. I didn't use photos, I just painted my memories onto the paper. I've painted about 15 other paintings of Dean Forest, but this one is my favourite. This next painting is called Girl. It's a painting of my daughter, Libby. I did it about 20 years ago, when Libby was 6 years old. She was sleeping on the sofa, and I decided to paint her. 10 minutes later, she woke up, got off the sofa, and left the room. The moment had gone. But I finished the painting in the studio. I'd taken lots of photos of Libby, so I had pictures that I could work from. Finally, I'll say a few words about this picture. Dots and lines. I painted this when I was at art school more than 30 years ago. It stayed in a cupboard for many years, but recently it's become one of my most famous pieces of work. When it's in the gallery in Tokyo, it will have been in galleries in 18 different countries. I'll tell you some facts about dots and lines. It weighs 76 kilograms, it has 50,000 red dots on it, and 100,000 black lines. And I'll tell you a secret too. I hate it. But other people like it, it seems. I don't understand why. But the painting has a life of its own now, I suppose, and it doesn't need me anymore.
What does the girl want?
We must be nearly there now.
I hope so.
Would you like an apple?
No, thanks. May I have a look at your newspaper?
Yes, of course. You can do the number puzzle if you like.
No, I've never been able to do those.
1. What did the boy buy?
I posted that letter.
Oh, good. How much were the stamps?
I didn't need to buy any stamps. It was free post.
Oh, that's good.
Yes, but I had to buy a pen to write on the envelope.
2. What is the weather forecast for today?
It'll be sunny this morning, but make the most of the morning sunshine because everyone will probably see some rain this afternoon. For some of you, there may be some late evening sunshine, but it will feel cold and...
3. What does the girl think happened?
I reckon someone drove their car into that tree.
No, it can't have been a car. There are no marks on the grass. It must have blown down in the storm last night.
What storm?
Didn't you hear it? I couldn't sleep last night, the weather was so bad.
I must have slept through it.
4. What is the girl going to take with her?
Is that the time? I've got to go.
Really? Can't you stay a bit longer?
No, I'm really sorry, but I have to get to the opticians before 5.
Would you mind taking these books to the library on your way?
I can't, I'm afraid. I've got to take these glasses to the opticians today, and they close at 5. I won't have time to go to the library as well.
5. What time will Jamie's train probably leave?
Hi Vicky, it's me, Jamie. I might be a bit late this evening, I'm afraid. I'll probably leave here at about 5:30. I think there's a train at 5:45, but I probably won't be able to get that one. So I'll have to get the 6 o'clock train, which means I guess I'll be with you at about 6:45. I'll call from the train, okay? Bye for now.
6. Which is the woman's list?
How did you get on?
Well, I managed to paint all the walls, but I couldn't do the door because there wasn't enough paint.
I could go and get some more paint this evening if you like.
That would be really helpful. Yes, please. Also, I've got to clean the carpet, but I didn't have the right kind of cleaner. I need to use a special kind of carpet shampoo.
Shall I get some of that too?
OK, then I'll be able to start straight away in the morning.
There was a message on the answer phone, Ben. I didn't hear the phone ring, did you?
No, it must have been when we were in the garden. Who phoned anyway?
Richard. He wants to talk about the camping trip next week. Shall we phone him back now?
Oh, I've got to have some lunch first. I'm really hungry. We can phone him later, can't we?
But he might not be at home later. He might be going out. And we really need to finish planning things today.
OK. But first, let's make a list of what we think we'll need.
That's a good idea. Well, we don't need to take tents because there'll definitely be some at the campsite that we can hire.
That's good. Can we book them in advance?
I don't know. But it must be possible, surely, because people need to know in advance, don't they? I'll phone the campsite later to check. Right, what else? We need to take our own sleeping bags.
Ah, yes. I'll have to buy one then.
I've got a spare one. You can borrow it if you like.
Thanks, that would be great.
Did you get a map?
No, I couldn't get one. I looked everywhere.
That's a shame. Perhaps we can find one online.
Yeah, that's true.
I've bought some plastic cups, bowls and plates for the trip.
Oh, my mum and dad have got lots that we can take.
Oh, never mind. They weren't very expensive.
Brilliant.
Oh, I've just thought of something else. We must remember to take torches. It'll be really dark at night.
Oh, come on. Let's phone Richard now. There can't be much else that we need to take, and I'm so hungry.